You have to wonder how they got in there. Hey, you got a horse, you got a cow, you got a jackass, a donkey I meant, we'll get to the jackasses in a minute, and you got the leader of a country, you got the leader of a country. How the heck did they get in there? I mean, there are no words. Who would ever know? Here's an excerpt from a CNN column recently. To be clear, the Trump nomination, which we believe will happen, does not necessarily spell defeat for the Republican Party in November or anarchy for America in the future. However, it will represent a departure from conservative tradition and the emergence of a new, raw politic that could change the GOP beyond recognition. Hallelujah! Hey, it's finally happening. We finally might have somebody running the country that ain't a politician. I mean, these GOP guys are the Democrats and everybody else. Hey, look at all the mistakes we made, but you know what? Vote for me and I'm going to fix them. I've said this so often and people just don't get it. I mean, come on already. It's like a fireman. I'm going to go out and light a fire tonight, so I have a job tomorrow, right? I can go put the fire out. That's going on all the time in politics. These bozos gotta go now. Leave. See ya. I have watched a lot of the debates and different things, and I will say, as much as I'm a Trump fan, I wish he'd tone it down a little bit. I mean, he's kind of rough. I mean, this business of name calling and all of that, he could back away from that. But even though, with that, he's still the best guy for the job. He runs a business. He's a business guy. He's been on both sides of the table. He knows about it. He can make it work. Hey, I mean, I've never seen anybody with an eagle as high as he's got. But maybe it's time. At least he talks about it. These other guys, I think there's a lot of narcissist people in government, but they don't tell you they are. This guy tells us every minute, doesn't he? They love me. He makes me laugh, but he does get the job done. I'm impressed. Hey, $1 in the hand of a citizen is better than $1 in the hand of a government bureaucrat. Just saying, lower taxes and reduce government interference in the economy will result in more purchasing power in the hands of the people, which leads to a more competitive economy, productivity, more quality job opportunities, and a higher standard of living, and get rid of all the red tape. So many people are saying, Trump, what is it you're doing? You're a bigot. He's not a bigot. He's never once said, I don't like anybody because of their color. What he said, I don't like Mexican people coming in here illegally, taking our jobs and stuff like that. So many people don't stop to think. I used to think when I watched him, hey, you're repeating things so much. Stop it already. I get it. But you know what? You got to do that. He keeps going up in the polls because the masses of the great unwashed, they got to be told time and time again, stop it, start, finish, slow down. And it's working. It's working for him. And I got to tell you, the other day, he did kind of a childish thing in that debate. And the next day, zoom, up he goes again in the polls. The man is kind of cool. He's got a different set of rules than anybody else, a different drummer. But you know what? It's time. Good grief, do we have to live through another politician? Save me, please. So I'm kind of happy about this whole thing. All right, let me end today with one little story. In Ontario, Canada, a judge recently struck down a dead doctor's attempt in the estate to set up a university scholarship exclusively for white, single, and heterosexual students. Judge came along and said, hey, you can't do that. How dare you? That's not very nice. So he canceled it, okay? I don't know what they're going to do with the money now. We'll see if there's an appeal by his heirs or what happens. But the rub here isn't that this guy was a bigot. The rub is everybody else can do but white people. I don't get that. I'll be called a bigot now because I'm pointing out a fact. Hey, you got black universities, you got all kinds of things. You got... When you die, you can't even leave your money to who you want to? Really? I know in British Columbia, Canada, they have what's called the Wills Variation Act. There's all kinds of variations of that in different states and provinces, and it says basically, we don't like what you do when you die, we'll change it. Because we can. Wow, socialism has run amok. Do we need a Donald Trump? No kidding. We need somebody with good sense. And by the way, so many people campaign on common sense. Hey, good sense ain't common. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.